Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Riders meeting now. Riders meeting next to the Pro Watercraft Racing rig. If you're a rider, you're a racer, you need to come over here to that riders meeting. No exceptions. Riders meeting, mandatory riders meeting. Riders meeting, tell everyone down in the pits. If you guys can't hear me down in the pits, we're going to be transmitting on the FM dial on 94.5. 94.5, hook it up on your radio, back on the pits over there or in your rig. You should be able to hear the PA system. Riders meeting now at the Pro Watercraft Racing rig right in front in the gazebo. All right, attention, attention, everybody. Got to keep it quiet for Carrie.
Okay, now? Got it? Perfect. We got a lot of funky stuff to go over first, and then Robert will take over. First of all, thanks for making a historical event. We have, I can't even tell you the number because she's still tallying, but over 140 entries, probably 150, I would imagine. Awesome. On that note, we've changed the whole lineup, which you guys know, all the classes. We did GP1 through GP4 because when we were overseas, that's how they're doing it, and it works. It makes bigger classes, but this is a test for us. Some of the skis might double lap you. We don't know what's going to happen because we have to put a lot of people on the line. Everybody has different skis now. So we're putting a lot on the line, but we want to be fair and honest. So if you have a problem in your class, just come and talk to us. It's open door, me, Robert, Bill, any of us, okay? So on that note, we're putting a lot of you in a bunch of classes on the same skis and stuff. It's going to be a little funky for the first day. Just tell us if you think that the one ski in your class is way overrated or there's somebody who's not safe and we should move them because of their ski or whatever, okay? We have the red zone. Nobody in the red zone, so they're going to find anybody, and no dogs. I'm sure you've all heard it. With the GP1 class, there is money on the line, and we also have the kids have a whole shot that Nicole will be watching, and the women's have a whole shot that sponsors have given us, Divas Bling and TC Freeride. And all the others have already called. It was cool for them to start that. We've already had 2 people call for next race, okay? So in 2 weeks, we'll be right here again. I don't know how many are coming because they're not registered yet, but if you're here and you're coming, register before you leave on Sunday so we know. And I promise we'll try to figure out the parking by then. Okay, we're also going to do laps today, but we want to try to start doing timed instead of laps because then it's fast and efficient, kind of like motocross. And we're trying to get transponders. We saw some that work that were waterproof. They're pretty cool. If we can get them, we're going to try to get them. We're going to try to get them to come and test them for us on our skis at the next race. Okay? So we've got that. And then tomorrow, Sunday, Easter. Happy Easter to everybody. We've got riders meeting at 8 because we'll be way faster tomorrow because everybody's registered now. We'll be at 8 a.m. And then right after that, we're going to do a Sunday Easter service because a lot of people are missing that. So we wanted them to be able to do both. And then while we're doing that, the moms will take care of the Easter egg hunt. So immediately after that, we'll do the Easter egg hunt, and then we'll start practice. Okay? Any questions? Okay, bear with us on the classes, guys. I know we've got a bunch of different skis in them. We just are testing, so you just got to tell us what you think at the end of the day and what you think about the track. We tightened it up. We've got 2 log jumps. So and be courteous. We have a million new riders. They'll have an orange flyer on their helmet. So every new rider here, stay after. We'll text to you about everything you need to know, and we'll get the orange flyer on your helmet. If you guys see that, you've been around for a while, please keep these guys safe. We want them all to come back. You're up.
Thank you, Carrie. All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to the HydroTurf JetJam Race 2018, first round Lake Havasu here at Rotary Beach. We'd like to thank Lake Havasu for letting us be here. I would like to go through a couple of things here for you. Let's go through some of the safety equipment first. So you know you all have to have DOT and or Snell approved helmets, which all of you have. Make sure your helmets are really good. I'm getting a little bit more, if you notice, I looked at your helmet, I'm grabbing helmets, I'm pulling on the straps and stuff. It's very important. Make sure you have the best helmet you can get for yourself. PFDs all have to be Coast Guard approved. Make sure if you're riding stand-up, you have the proper back protection. And make sure it covers the spine where it's supposed to. Make sure it comes down this back area. Sometimes I'll notice, and I will check on the lines with the juniors especially, making sure they cover the areas they should. We don't, here with the runabouts, we don't enforce leg protection, but I say it's a great idea to wear leg protection because at all the other events that you will do that are sanctioned, you have to. So let's just there on that. Let's go over, and the other thing too, your goggles, gloves, boots, it's not necessary, but you should. It's just extra protection, especially footwear. Let's explain some of the flags real quick. I don't have any with me, but we all know the green flag is okay, cool. The green flag is the start of the race. You see that at the tower going, you know you're good to go. If you see the red flag, and we'll call a red flag for a jump start or you don't hold your line, as you're going down, do look at our course marshal that's out there in front of you because we'll radio ahead. You'll see that red flag come out. Slow down, put your hand in the air so the person behind you knows that you're slowing down, and everybody just cautionally come back to the starting line, please, with that. If you see the yellow flag, please caution. I don't know why this one race always kicks in my head with the yellow flag of somebody doing full throttle down the straightaway, but there's no reason to do that because if I see unsafe riding while you're going by a yellow flag, especially around the log jumps, I could disqualify you a lap, but please be safe on that. When you see that, have care for your other racers on the track too, please. Our wonderful blue with the yellow. Anybody sees that? You need to practice more. That means you're being. Yes. You're going to get into lap traffic. Yep. And do move over and let the racers go by you if you're not in the race, but do continue safely. The black flag, hopefully I don't have to bring that out. It means you are just not, you're off the track. You do not belong on the track. You're doing something very unsafe. And the wonderful white flag, bend your back, 1 lap to go. And then the wonderful checker flag, which you hope to see first. Great. Once again, if you're a beginner, stick around. We'll be going over some stuff that people that have been racing don't want to hear about. Okay. Okay, and then let's go ahead. We're going to do the start procedure of our course. Actually, this year we have a nice little push button deal that I will be behind you guys and starting, and I'm going to start that. So it's going to give me a much better perspective of me pushing it and my eye coordination of who's jumping that line. And we will call you back, so make sure you do stick to those.
We don't do a 2-card at all, a 2-1 card. I'll just fire you up. We come down the line. I get to the end. I lower the flag. Pay attention to the band. 2 to 5 seconds later, he's going to snap it from behind you.
Right. Make sure as
looking forward, you don't need to be looking up at the tower. You need to be paying attention.
Right.
In front of you.
As soon as he comes by you and you guys get that little nod to each other that you're okay,
nod and let me know.
Start looking at that band and watch that band. Do not jump. Okay. All right. So Eric, here he's going to go ahead. Let's just watch him. He's going to simulate a start. Outside lane, inside lane. Go ahead. You're in. So if you are starting on that outside, pay attention how you are, the way you come around these buoys in the start. Okay, he's going to come around and now do an inside start. All right, he's going to finish the rest of the course now. We do have an option. So GP1 ski, you are mandatory to go over the log jumps. The other classes, no, women do not go over the log jump. Vintage can go over the log jump, or you can go around the outside of the yellows where you saw Eric just did now. So you do have the option, the other classes you're able to go over the log jump to either take it or not. Now we have to see the white buoy past that red. You can see what he did. So he just picked up the penalty buoy. So if you do miss a buoy, do not turn around, go against traffic, and try to circle and pick up that buoy. Continue straight ahead, and on that next lap, you come around, pick up that equalizer buoy. And we are watching, so we will make sure that we see who missed a buoy, picked up a buoy. When you're coming to the end of the race down the straightaway, right now, yay, I won. Don't just stop right there. Continue through to go past, because people behind you are still racing. Good question. On the GP1, or any of the starts that you have log jumps, first lap, do not take the log jump, go around, and then on the second lap, make sure you guys pick up the log jumps if it's in your class. No junior class on the log jump. Real quick, we will tell you in staging when you're on the line, again, to remind you, yes or no in the log jump. So we'll let you know double.
Which buoy is the decision buoy? Because he went around the makeup, but where's the decision?
I thought we were going to have a yellow, 2 buoys together. Okay, we're going to put another buoy together, which you usually have together, so you can know when you do that. All right, so we covered that. If you go down, once again, get your hand 1 or 2 in the air. 1, that you're okay, and 2, that people could see behind you. I explained the buoys. Okay, so now let's go to, we all know if you get a red engine start, you have to start with the engine dead, hand on the Hand on the head, okay? Okay. You can go around the other way, yes. All right, let me just tell you real quick in GP1 how the payout is. It's a combination of the 2 days, 4 motos. At the end of that, we'll tally the votes and we'll know who our top 3 are. All other classes are each day is its own round, so we'll be finishing in that. Anybody who did not get safety inspected, as you come up a little earlier to your practice time, and I'll go ahead and inspect you and get you your sticker after that. Let's see. All right, I think we are pretty close to going. What did I miss? Okay, we have Doug talking. Let me just look this quick. Yeah, once again, okay, fueling. You have to fuel in the designated areas. You cannot beach on the fuel. Even coming 25 feet out, it's not going to work. You have to go to the refueling station, which is over there. So plan that out and make sure you have plenty of time to do that. Same thing here. Okay, another thing. If you're going to go off to go warm up, make sure you got proper registration, because once you're out of this racetrack and you're on that open course, if you don't have proper registration, etc., the sheriffs can pull you over. And would you just go out? I'd go out to the left side over here. So I would probably come around. If you do go, always make sure you circle around the outside of the track. Don't come across the front side of the track because I'm pitted over here or something like that. Yeah. I mean, we should have well, if we had a pontoon boat out there, you'd know where the course was, because we have that would show that. Okay, we got the pad, buoy. All right, well, we'll turn this over to Doug right now. Thank you.
All right, folks, I know you all seen a lot of me this morning and yesterday. I was the parking cop. Hey, I'm sorry. It's not my decision. A lot of it's ordinance. Real quick, if you're parked in a red curb, no bueno. Got to move it. If not, that truck that's going to take your car is going to move it. No parking on the dirt or the grass. No bueno. Also, too, jet drive gloves found in the water floating. Anybody want to claim them? Not your size. We may run into some technical difficulties with the start band. If it does, we're going to go to manual lifting it again. Bear with us, please. But I want one thing real quick. Share the live stream feed on Facebook today. Live stream 24. What is it? JetJam Facebook page. Share it on Facebook. And I want everybody to put your hands together for everybody here. Y'all make this work, so let's get a good round of applause. If you have any further questions, hang around. If not, let's get it on. Ready? Let's go. Practice. Let's go 10 minutes. Beginners, hang around.
Did I hear there's a fuel area?
Okay.
What's the practice order?
I don't know yet. Okay. Do we have a race schedule yet? Being printed.
Okay, the race schedule is being printed. Beginners, all first-time racers, stick around here for beginner information. Practice order is also being finalized right now, so stick around for or stay tuned, listen for PA announcements for the practice order. Also, you can hear all of these announcements on your FM radio. If your pit area is too far away from the speakers, you can hear these announcements on the FM radio. Rick, I think it's 94.5. If you're in the pits and you can't hear our announcements, turn your radio to 94.5. Sounds good. We got it. You got it.
Check. If you haven't heard, 94.5 if you can't hear us over there in the pits. If you want to go watch it in a nice, cool trailer, put it on 94.5 in your rig. You'll be able to hear the PA.
JetJam Facebook page, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some testing.
I negotiated.
So far, maybe we're broadcasting.
Yesterday was the first time I saw anybody else. I've been
Verizon, huh?
I learned how to talk, and I had 14 teeth in my mouth. I was purple from here to my ass. And then it scabbed.
How,
I got
I bet you our generator here is probably
now
pretty tapped out with power, right? Should I plan on
my dad thinks I'm
finding a
crazy.
different
My wife
location to charge
thinks
battery?
me. She's all like, you're just stupid. I go, but these people make me happy. You always complain about when we get home. It doesn't matter. If I have a smile on my face, it's going to be out tell me shut up. But I love this kid, dude. I love these people. So it's kind of like, no, I'm dude, I'm going to help a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to help a little bit. Right now, just everything. Yeah, every day. Actually, I've lost like 2 pounds. No, it is. But I went and got the bike and river day.
See, I brought this chair too.
Then I'm walking 4 miles every other day.
One
Then I take
table
a day
at
out.
the very least.
So I go 1, 2, day out. And that's just like the day I have to walk.
Brought water?
You see me walking up and down the path. But I feel some ringing up in the cool. Can't sleep.
You need anything?
All right. Ribs. I have 4 that are broken here. I have 4 that are broken on the just sort of migrate together because they've been floating for 2 months, 3 months. And now they're coming together. And I refuse to take any drugs. Yeah, you know. Then you gotta sleep. Dude, I feel you. When I see people with surgery stuff before, I'm like,